Yo, this is Stefflon Don. I'm here with Free FM giving you my 5 essential tracks.
Just give me the light and pass the job. All the girls and flavor, I'm no slack. Get your freak on, get your freak on.
Yes, Hurtin. Yes, Hurtin me. So I picked 5 tracks based on growing up on my childhood. So before I became Stefflon Don, and just tracks that has maybe shaped the way I kind of like have created the sound. So my first song which I've chosen is Destiny's Child, No No No. I was such a huge fan of Destiny's Child, like when they was around, because every time we had like school talent shows, I would always choose like a Destiny's Child song, and it would always be whatever they had just dropped and that was popping. And then I just remember rehearsing so hard for No 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 to perform it at school, and I actually won. Like me and 3 other girls, we actually won the talent competition, so I just had to go with that one. I feel like they were all 3 like very individually different. Like obviously you had Beyonce as the leader, but then you had like Michelle and Kelly. They were like a bit on the side, but they wasn't just on the side. They also contributed to the whole group, and I feel like it kind of showed like women empowerment and just the whole team doing like a good job. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like they individually brought something different to the group. Like when Kelly came on and she sang, it was different. When Michelle came on and she sang, and when Beyonce came, it was just all different. So yeah. Okay, so my second track is Sean Paul, Gimme the Light.
You're protector, you're buff in every sector. Every man around them want on your inspector, but you know let them threaten, I grill you with no lecture. But them for a drill, now them fuel injector. And them are in, just give me the light and pass the joe. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, let me know my sight and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow.
When that came out, it was a whole like madness. And I actually grew up in Rotterdam. But at the time, they didn't really know what Jamaicans were. So when I used to go around telling people I'm Jamaican, they used to be like, what's that? And I always used to say, do you know Sean Paul? Do you know Sean Paul? Like, that's me. Do you know Bob Marley? That's me. So I feel like he's definitely been an inspiration to me growing up, because he was like mainstream-wise, very known to like audiences that didn't really know what Jamaican people were. So he helped me with that. So when I said I was Jamaican, I had to say his name, then they knew what I was. And yeah, Gimme the Light was just a vibe. The video was lit. Yeah, he just represented for the Jamaicans, and I just felt so a part of it. So yeah, he's definitely been a big influence. Big up Sean Paul. So track 3, I've chosen Beenie Man, Zim Zimmer. Zim Zimmer. Who got the keys to my bimmer?
Who am I? The girls them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my truck. Who am I? The girls them lock. And I, we make love to pressure. You a bucket get red deep like a bucket.
He's Jamaican. I grew up listening to him. He's like literally the king of the dancehall. And we all know I've been brought up listening to dancehall music, and so I had to put him in there. I just remember, even now, everyone still says Zim Zim on their song. They reference it all started with him, and yeah, it's a big deal. He's definitely also one of the people that just made me want to be like more of a dancehall artist and all those type of things. You know what I mean? He's been doing it since he was little. Like, he's been performing since he was really a young kid. So he's definitely been an inspiration, and throughout my whole career has been involved. It's just a vibe. It makes you want to dance. It doesn't matter what the person is saying. It's kind of like my song Hurtin Me. I'm talking about like a heartbreak where I'm hurt that my boyfriend has moved on and he's got a new girlfriend, but for some reason it's just a vibe. You're not really listening to the words too much and you're just loving the whole vibe about it. And I feel like that's dancehall. No matter what the person is talking about, it's just the whole vibe. So is the instruments that's been used in the beat, but then it's also their voice as an instrument as well, which creates this whole vibe. What a study has found is that people don't listen to lyrics unless they're sad. When they're happy, they just sing along and dance and not really realizing what the lyrics is saying. But when they're sad, they actually start thinking about what the lyrics is saying. So guys, if you ever sad, I know you probably noticed this. Like, there's songs that I've listened to for years, and then when I'm sad and I listen to it, I'm like, I didn't know she said that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, the words start hitting you even harder. Yeah, so, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so track 4, I've chosen Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On.
Quiet, hush your mouth. Silence when I spit it out. In your face, open your mouth, give you a taste. Get your freak on, 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 get your.
I remember this was definitely in the charts, popping hot as hell. Most of her songs at the time was just popping. Her videos were dope. Like, she put so much effort into creating her visuals. Like, God knows how much money they spent in those days. Do you know what I mean? When they just had like film and them type of situations. But she just made me just always look at her videos like, wow, I want to be like that. Like, I want to, even when she performed at award shows, the stuff she would do, like the amount of creative like energy and thought process that goes into it always amazed me. So that's why I chose this. And even till today, I'll be like, listen, I want to do my video like Missy Elliott. Like, can we get a budget? Unfortunately, a lot of times we don't have the budget to get that done. But one day I will get my videos like on the level of Missy. She's very bold. Like, she was very bold, and she wasn't a typical model type looking chick, but she owned everything and she made it work and everyone loved her. And she's also one of the reasons that have just made me think like you can't have excuses in life about anything, about being a color, about looking a certain way. I feel like if you want it and you're gonna push to it and make sure like people know like, yo, this is me, I'm here, like they have no choice but to accept it. And I feel like she was one of those artists for me. I just knew that you can be whatever you want to be. Whatever you set your mind to be, you could do. Like, the biggest person to hold you back will be yourself. I never ever saw Holland as a land of non-opportunity. Like, I could have been born anywhere, probably on the Himalaya hills, wherever. If I have a dream, like, you gonna see me, like, do you know what I mean? So I never thought that Holland would be a country to hold me back. Obviously, I did move to England, and that's why I made everything happen. But regardless, if I never moved to England and I was in Holland, I still feel like I will be who I am today, so I thought I'll give kudos to myself and pick this as number 5. So I've chosen Hurtin Me, even though this is not a younger influence type situation. I feel like this track has been a slight of a challenge because people would normally say that I'm just always bashing guys in my lyrics and doing the most. But now I switched it around to be very vulnerable and like less like, I'm a Don, what's up, I'm here, like, what you saying? I'm more like reserved and a bit more emotional, actually.
I heard you got a new girlfriend, and it's hurting. Yeah, it's hurting. Yeah, it's hurting. Me. Yeah, it's hurting. Me.
This song was like about a previous relationship, like ages ago, where I was the new girlfriend and the ex-girlfriend was really bitter. Like, I'm really upset about it. And then, yeah, it just got me thinking about it. So I thought, how would she feel? Let me tap into her emotion. And that's what I did. And now, hopefully, she could sing along and be a bit more happy. Yeah, I would describe this track as a bit more pop, but then a bit... It's got a vibe to it, so it's slightly like a dancehall vibe mixed with Afro, then with pop. And I don't mind pop because pop stands for popular, so if I've got a popular sound, then that's cool. Hey, if you like this video, you can subscribe and you can leave a comment and also like.